The AFC South is on the line. I'm Rich Nye along with WTHR.com columnist Bob Kravitz. Bob, you're not starting at quarterback. I'm not starting at quarterback. Andrew Luck is not starting at quarterback, but we don't know exactly who's going to start at quarterback for either team.
No, this is bizarre. Like you mentioned today, Chuck Pagano ruled out Andrew Luck to play in Sunday's game. We think that Matt Hasselbeck will be back for Thursday's practice. Pagano said that he expected that he would be ready to go. But if he's not, and let's face it, he's beat up pretty good, then we're looking at Charlie Whitehurst against T.J. Yates for the AFC South supremacy. It's unbelievable what's happened to this division. But they ought to win this game. They really ought to. I mean, Houston's never won here. And again, they're playing T.J. Yates.
So how do you size this up? If Hasselbeck can go, you still like the Colts?
Yeah, I do. And look, you know, you're playing at home. You've got your crowd. J.J. Watt is not quite the player that he normally is because he's playing with a bad wrist or hand. He's got a club on it. He's not been able to grab people. He was not effective at all in the New England game. They still have to deal with that front four. Clowney was terrific against New England. But, you know, look, Hoyer's nothing special. T.J. Yates, all he does is beat Cincinnati. I don't think that T.J. Yates, look, if they lose at home in the biggest game of the year to T.J. Yates, yeah, some heads should probably roll.
Okay, big picture. We still think Andrew Luck is coming back. What's holding him out is simply medical clearance. The kidney has not completely healed.
Right.
But if he comes back, Colts still win this division. This is still a playoff team. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? And that's kind of what I'm writing today in WTHR.com. I just decided that 2 seconds ago. Is that, you know, it's as crazy as it seems and as bad as the season has been, if they beat Houston, you know, as long as they don't completely screw it up and lose the last two games while Houston wins the last two games, they get to the playoffs. Then you have a home playoff game. Hope it's not Pittsburgh. Then maybe you end up in Cincinnati. Cincinnati doesn't have its quarterback, Andy Dalton, right now. He may not be back, or if he is back in time for that game, he'll be coming off a month layoff. And that's a Cincinnati team that hasn't won a playoff game in forever. So I still think this team has a chance to do some things. Crazy.
And finally, we did see Andrew Luck at practice today, and he looked pretty good. He seemed to move well, throw the ball well. That was my impression.
Yeah, he was throwing the short passes, intermediate passes, long passes very well, but he was playing against air, which is basically like playing against the Colts defense. Sorry, that was mean. But the last 2 weeks anyway.
Yes.
But yeah, he wasn't playing against any defenders. Nobody was rushing him. He has not been cleared for 11-on-11 play yet. And that's something that they're still going to have to address in the days and weeks to come.
Of course, you can always read Bob at WTHR.com.